basically, it's just like you take all all the weapons like a hardcore match, but then everyone bleeds. Like, so it's a lot. It's just like a lot. It's just an insane amount of bloodshed goes into it. There's a lot of glass, a lot of barbed wire.
It's insane.
Welcome, fellow Lushes. Come on in, pull up a bar stool, and enjoy some cocktails with Dimples and the Beard.
So yeah, I was thinking more about the little conversation we were having on the ride home last night.
Yeah.
I still think I'm right, but we'll talk more about that later.
Oh, all right.
So welcome back to another episode of Cocktails with Dimples and the Beard. I think you can tell something big is going on here just by...
This is exciting. This is so exciting.
This is exciting.
We got to have the tavern open
to talk about...
To even begin to talk about the exciting news.
That was the worst drum roll of all time.
Well, I'm like, well, that's retarded. So I just stopped.
Yeah, we should call Joel for drum rolls. You think he would come and do drum rolls for us?
On our melon.
That's true. Give him a bottle of whiskey and he would do it on your
drums on your melon.
Speaking of whiskey,
we got some whiskey tonight.
We got a sponsor. We have an official spirits sponsor for Cocktails with Dimples and the Beard.
It's perfect.
Great Lakes Distillery down in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
I like to call it a perfect partnership.
A perfect partnership. We'll see. We'll see.
We need cocktails.
They
booze. Supply. And it's excellent booze.
It is so good. Yeah. We if you wanted to put together a list that we could just hand pick who we wanted.
Well, what I've drank so far out of Dirty Helen.
These guys would have been it. So to get them it's
a great find. It is a great thing. Check them out. Like I said, Milwaukee. It's a cute and a really neat spot.
Yeah,
neat to hang out. Dog friendly. They let them in.
Yeah,
patio in the summer. Man, they got a lot of stuff going on.
They do. There's always stuff going on. They do yoga. They do comedians. They do music. They do. They got a cocktail thing coming up.
Cocktail class
with Emily. She shows you how to use their booze and make delicious cocktails, and you get some of the cocktails and
for the pumpkin, which we are drinking tonight.
With pumpkin old fashions.
Pumpkin old fashioned. How delicious. We haven't tried it yet. We tried a little bit last night, had a little sip of this.
Sippy sip.
She gave us, and it was delicious. They partnered with Lakefront Brewery, and they use, when their pumpkin beer is over, and they use their pumpkin stuff to make their whiskey with.
Their pumpkin stuff? Is that what she said?
That's the official term.
Pumpkin stuff.
She did tell us.
The wort.
Yeah, there you go.
The wort. Yeah. They distill that.
And they do stuff. They do great collaborations like that with all their stuff. Look at that label.
That government approved label.
Government approved label. Look how cool that is. Look at all the labels. Huh. I wonder how they get made. They must really pay big dollars to a design company to come up with those labels.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
They do. We know her.
We know her. She does a great job.
She does. But yeah, they're all government approved and which I did not know until last night. Weird thing, but government gets their hands in everything, I guess.
Yeah, they do.
So
what do you think?
It's delicious. It's very exciting. You made it much better this time. Oh, wait, this is the first one we had.
This is
not the first one we had.
I made one for his wife. She was here earlier. That is good. Holy cow.
Makes a good old fashioned.
Yeah. That just gives that a little, fall taste.
So how lucky we are. Pinch me. Never thought that this thing would turn into something where we'd have an official alcohol sponsor, but here we are. So thanks to Great Lakes. Hopefully this is a partnership that lasts until the end of time.
That would be great. Look at it. And we have more different boozes to try, spirits to try coming up for next month. Already in the works, which we can't thank you enough.
Absolutely. And we'll be filling in on this one here in the upcoming episode. So
that'll be next.
Yeah.
So exciting. We're going to have the old fashioned. And then we're going to have, halfway through the episode, we're going to switch to pumpkin and apple cider.
Mixed with cold apple cider. I'm excited. Ooh. I do like some apple cider, so.
There we go.
Be a fun one.
It will. Woo! Hey, I never did tell you.
Oh, God.
Never did tell you about my evening in La Crosse.
Your evening in La Crosse, which was just this last one?
The first one, when I went down to see Bernadette Peters.
Bernadette Peters. When's she coming on?
Pretty darn quick.
Right after Nancy Allen?
Yep, back to back.
Okay. That would be fantastic.
So I'm sitting there, and of course they have the announcements. Hey, no pictures, no videos during the course of the concert. Got it. No big deal. Didn't think much of it. Just sitting there enjoying it. And
they wanted you to actually enjoy the concert instead of live through your fucking phone like the fucking retards who fucking film every goddamn moment of a concert.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So it's for the safety of the performers.
I don't.
So I kind of see out of the corner of my eye. I'm like, oh, this girl down there. I saw her take some pictures. Oh, all right. Didn't think much more of it. And then show gets done. We stand up. We're kind of waiting to get out. She comes walking down my aisle.
Hooked. You got me hooked.
Kind of close up to me. And I'm like, all right, well, maybe she might be the only one in this building that got a picture, right?
Yeah.
So I start up a little conversation. Hey, great show, blah, blah, blah. Then I'm like, I saw you were being kind of naughty. Ooh. And she's like, yeah, I was. She kind of knew what I talked about right away.
Ooh.
So I said, will there be any chance you would just send me the pictures? Just one of them or something that you took, you know? And she's like, we'll get out in the hallway lobby and I'll give them to you. All right. So we go out in the lobby and we're chit chatting. She goes, here's my phone. Go ahead. Send them to yourself. So we're chit chatting and I'm sending away and we're just talking. Next thing I know, there's like nobody in the lobby.
Yeah.
And we're just the two of us talking.
Yeah.
And she looks on and she's like, oh boy, you know, what's going, we better get out of here. And then, then we hear noise coming from the arena. So we go over there and we open it up. There's Bernadette Peters on stage talking to all the ushers, all the kids that work there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, do you want to sneak in? She's like, no, we might get in trouble. So we go back over to, I'm like, well, we probably should leave, right? And she goes, hey, you want to go get a drink somewhere? I'm like, yeah, sure. She goes, oh, you probably have plans. I'm like, no, I'm fine. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
So I'm like, wherever you want to go. So we leave. We go out to the parking lot. We're heading to the car, and she's like, well, where are you parked? I'm like, well, I walked from my hotel. So just tell me where you're to meet, and I'll get there. She's like, oh, no, I'll give you a ride. And I'm thinking, I went, I'm a total stranger in La Crosse, and you want me to get in your car. And she's like, oh, shut up. Get in. So we get in the car, and we drive around. She starts giving me a little tour of the city. Very proud of her city.
Okay.
And then she's like, they got this hotel that they got a bar at the roof. She goes, I've always wanted to check it out. I'm like, let's go.
Okay.
Right? So we go and we get to the hotel and close for a wedding up on the roof. Well, let's just go to the lobby bar. So we're in this hotel, a really fancy hotel. We go in the bar. Let me get you a glass of wine. So here we are. Chit-chatting over a glass of wine, talking, all that.
Mm-hmm.
Things are going pretty good.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention, she's 75 years old. So
perfect.
So we're sitting there chit-chatting, and now I have a new dear friend, Charlene, in La Crosse, Wisconsin. Fast forward to last weekend. Me and Calissa went down, called my friend Charlene. She met us for dinner, and the three of us went out for dinner, and we've been texting ever since.
Wait. What is the part of that story where you said she's 75? Is that true?
Yep.
So did you fuck her?
You son of a bitch. You.
How do you tell me that whole story and it doesn't end with I fucked her? She's got big cans. That's how they always end.
I know. Not this time.
I hope Charlene doesn't watch this.
No, she doesn't know anything about it.
Okay.
But she's a sweet lady. And she's a little sick under the weather right now. So, but we've been texting. She's a sweetheart.
Uh-huh.
And we just hit it off. And I now have a friend in La Crosse. Hello. Shout out to you, Charlene.
You just said she doesn't watch. Hurry up.
She doesn't. But if you want to hear other amazing stories like that, and some of them do end with she's had big cans. But other than that,
every single one until this one.
Go check us out on YouTube. But ring that notification bell. You will be the first to hear about it. Subscribe. Leave a comment. We love comments. Check us out on Instagram. Subscribe there. That means the world to us if you would. Appreciate it. Facebook, all that. Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Check
you
us
gotta
out.
fucking wrap this shit up.
You think he's
Tighten
going
that
anywhere?
up. God, people stopped listening fucking 14 minutes ago.
When you interrupt like that.
Oh my God. Anyway, without further ado,
Never
leave
a handsome man waiting.
Handsome man waiting. So without further ado, Metal Pete, Peter Angelo.
Here he comes.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
How are you?
How the heck
Pretty
are you?
good, pretty good. Good. It's my
Awesome.
one day home before I leave again.
Yeah.
All right.
You are a busy dude. So thank you for spending your one night with us instead of your man. Like I hope you
He's
get some
not home
time
for
with it.
he's not home for a couple hours.
Okay, then we
Oh,
got time.
He flies back in tonight, and then we go to San Francisco tomorrow.
Oh, okay, nice.
Oh, all right. All right.
Yeah, before we get started, so we're joined by Peter Angelo, comedian. So what are you headed out to San Francisco for?
I am doing the Oakland Comedy Festival, but then on top of that, I'm doing the Barrison Street Fair. I'm headlining a show at San Francisco Eagle. I'm going to do a deadlift competition, and as of a few days ago, I am now wrestling too.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
So you wrestle.
Yep.
You're right. You deadlift.
Yep.
Comedy.
Three comedy shows in one day.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You are a busy man.
Yeah.
Well, the main one's comedy, right? That's where you're. That's the goal is to take off there.
Yes.
And when was your first time on stage for comedy? You don't seem like a guy that would be nervous, but were you?
Yeah, I was still pretty nervous. It'll be 11 years in January. I was just working as a door guy for like a lot of local bullshit comedy shows. And then people like knew that I was a big fan of comedy. I watched a ton of comedy. I was pretty obsessed with it for a long time. Never had any inclination to do it. But the guy running it put my name on the flyer, so I couldn't back out.
They got you.
Pretty much. And then like every January, the clips will show up on my Facebook memories of like when I did it, and it's the most painful thing I can watch.
Yeah.
You're not sharing those
I'd
with the
rather
rest
get
of us?
suplexed to a table.
Well, yeah, we definitely will get to the wrestling part later because I do enjoy professional wrestling as well. So I was excited when I saw that you did that also. That's very cool. We came to know of you from your Kill Tony appearance.
Yeah.
First at Skankfest, and then you got invited to come back and open one of the shows. So were you performing at Skankfest and then just ended up on Kill Tony?
Yeah, I was at Skankfest, and they kind of sent out like an email to all the performers that like, hey, there's a secret show happening. Be in this area at this time. And they didn't say what it was. I just happened to be in that area of the building.
Sure.
And they were like, hey, who has a minute? Wink, 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 wink.
Yeah.
Like without actually telling us what it was going to be for. And so I was like, you know what? I signed up for Kill Tony one time before this. I was like, you know what? Whatever, I'm here. It's going to be a smaller amount of people signing up.
Right.
Why not give it a shot at this time? I was like, I'm already here. Might as well.
Right.
So usually a lot of people that go on a Kill Tony, they kind of prepare their 1 minute of their best material, kind of like. So you didn't have much time to prepare that. How did you think of what you wanted to say?
I was still like second guessing myself until the curtain opened.
Yeah.
I was legit because like I have plenty of material to pull from, but it's like, what do I think is going to work the best in that minute? That because my act really is about the crowd kind of getting to know me and the weird twists and turns of who I am in my life. So like a minute, it's going to be like, all right, what's going to hit the best based off of visual and then joke.
Right.
And I think Skankfest when you walk out there and the first joke is I'm gay, that's a pretty shocking twist. Nobody saw that one coming.
Definitely not. And like it went well, and the interview went well.
The interview went real good. They really wanted to talk to you more and more.
Yeah, that's the only downside of the second interview. The second interview was kind of the same questions.
Kind of, yeah. Well, and you had Jim Norton on both panels.
At both, yeah.
But he's such a cool guy.
He's great, and he's like someone that I've been like a fan of.
Yeah, he is so underrated.
For years, I've been a fan of, and he was so cool to me. Like, so like especially this Skankfest one, having a clip of like me telling the punchline, and it like cuts to him laughing is like that right there is such like a golden moment for me. Like that.
Right.
That's like of everything. That's like the thing that I honestly hold like in highest regards.
Instant street credit when it's Jim Norton, and you're a New York-based comedian, aren't you?
I was. I'm living in Austin now.
Oh, are you now? Okay.
Oh, okay.
Did you move down there before the episode you were on, or after that?
After.
Okay. All right.
after. And it was basically we went down. It was like my partner lived in New York City for a long time, and he kind of wanted a little bit of change. And
Oh, okay.
Austin's like a cool city. I can still do comedy, and it's cheap. It's a lot cheaper than New York.
Yeah.
The New York, yeah, I would imagine. Were you born and raised in New York?
No, I was born and raised in Connecticut.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
That
not too far
explains a
from
lot.
New York, not too far, but that explains
what is
nothing.
What does that explain? No, let's let him dig out of this hole. What does that explain? He has no comeback for that. He has nothing.
I got a drink. I'm thirsty right now.
So, who were your comedian kind of? Who did you kind of gravitate to when you were coming up?
I mean, my Patton Oswalt, Jim Jeffries were like big ones for me coming up. I was a big Greg Giraldo fan.
Oh yeah.
I mean, all comics that I was like, wow, I'm not anything like these guys. But I mean, like Posehn was a big one, being the metalhead. I would say right now my favorite comedian is Kyle Kinane.
Yeah.
He is like my favorite comic work, and I think like another one that's really underrated because he's not in like the big sphere of like the big podcast guys and all that horse shit. Because there are comics who are like they're better. They're like they're like good on podcasts, but they're like not that good.
Well, it's such a different skill, right? And it is weird just because we watch so many podcasts, and then you go see comedians live, and you're like, I thought they were funnier on their podcast. This is disappointing.
Exactly. Yep.
It can go both ways, where it's like, oh, they're twice as funny in person. So
yeah,
I mean, you do a lot of guests on podcasts. Do you worry about burning up like bits?
No, mostly because if I think that's why I like being a guest more than I've tried having my own, and I get fucking so tired of it really fast.
Yeah,
it has to. It also, like, I had to have a podcast where it's like about something that isn't just like comedy, because then I really feel like I'm gonna run out of shit to talk. Like, I'll talk about wrestling or metal or just like murders, like till the end of days, like just shit that I'm more like interested in. Like like literally, I used to listen to a lot more podcasts, especially when I was a truck driver.
Oh yeah,
I'd imagine. But now I don't listen to as many. Like the only one that I really listen to regularly is Last Podcast on the Left, which is just about like cryptos and murderers and shit like that. Like that's all I listen to. I'm like, I talk to comedians all the time, every day.
Right.
I can't listen to them anymore.
I hear you. Yeah, for sure.
Something different.
Well, that's why we get shit on sometimes because our guests are kind of all over the board. We do comedians, we do actors. We don't really stick to anyone.
Good. Here's someone else's story.
Yeah. That's all we care about is we just want to talk to interesting people. So
that's why I like talking to wrestlers and like metal musicians. Because one, it's just a thing I'm a fan of. I'm not as ingrained into it. It's like I talk to comics. I have to be around comics all the time.
All right.
So that's why I like listening to stuff. Like if someone has like a metal musician I like, or an actor I like, or comic book artist I like, I'm like, oh, I want to hear that. I want to hear what that person's like, because they're not telling me everything about themselves on stage all the fucking time.
Oh, this is we're bringing the stuff out. That's good. It's like therapy for you. It seems like right now. Anything else you want to get off your chest?
I don't know. It's just me. I just lose my mind like 12 times a day.
Basically, this is a segue. Okay, we're done talking about comedy now, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk wrestling. When did you start watching wrestling? What was your first intro to wrestling?
I mean, besides like I watched it a little bit as a kid, and kind of like fell off over a long time. And then I actually also, because of fucking comedy, because most of the comics I knew were like huge wrestling fans.
Oh, really?
And then the amount of wrestling fans that are in comedy is insane. So like just by hanging out with a bunch of the guys, and I would just start hanging out with a buddy of mine who was a comic that I did a lot of shows with, and we just start watching. And I just one day was like started watching again as an adult, like 10 years ago, and was like, oh, I appreciate this so much more now.
Yeah,
as an adult. And I've gotten like, but it's just become like I've gone deeper and deeper into the rabbit hole of like wrestling. Like I don't just watch like WWE and AEW.
Right.
I scour the internet. I'm watching Japan. I'm watching all the indies. I'm deep into deathmatch wrestling. Like I follow that shit.
So explain deathmatch to a guy that doesn't watch wrestling. Is it as deathy as it sounds?
It's basically
somebody dies.
Yeah.
You're about to say I win. I think you were about to say I win.
They've come close, but basically it's just like you take all all the weapons of like a hardcore match, but then everyone bleeds. Like, so it's a lot. It's just like a lot. It's just an insane amount of bloodshed goes into it. There's a lot of glass, a lot of barbed wire. Like a friend of mine, his name's Casanova Valentine. He runs no ring deathmatch shows.
Yeah,
in like bars in Brooklyn.
It's insane.
In Brooklyn.
So it's like, imagine like a mosh pit, but there's just two people smashing light tubes over each other and cutting each other.
And it's at a smaller scale, so they're getting damaged their bodies more and paid less.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're doing it for love.
Everyone always jokes that people are being paid, a beer and a hot dog to be thrown off of a fucking scaffolding. I promise you, some of them are getting paid a little more than that.
Sure, yeah.
Too hot.
So I'll go to like I go to something. I went to something last year 2 years ago called the Tournament of Death, where it's just a ring in the middle of a field in Delaware, and it's a 1-day tournament. There was one spot where the one guy threw his opponent in a car that he drove in on, and then him and the crowd flipped the car over while she was in there.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my God.
This year they lit the car on fire.
Christ.
I was just in Toronto, working with Canadian Deathmatch and Invoke Pro Wrestling, and I was booked as a comic and like the MC. So, but they had two of the wrestlers heckle me, and that led into a spot where I was going to tag with their opponent and
pushed you over the edge.
Yeah,
and you had to defend your good name.
Their whole thing was that their opponent is this big, huge guy named Cruel.
Was it the guy with the mask on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And their whole plan was that they can't beat him, but they can beat me. So they want me to be his partner. And then I speared one of them through a door and won.
I love it.
Not a lot of rehearsal for that kind of wrestling.
No, we just go, hey, okay, here's a spot. What's the finish? I'm going to tackle you through a door.
The rest is improv.
And hope it goes correctly. Yeah, and then we're going to run around the bar hitting each other with beer cans and punching each other. That's the whole thing.
So how do you pull off a wrestling punch? I mean, I know that sometimes guys get tagged. I mean, you miss a little, but how do you pull it off, make it look as good as possible without actually hurting the guy bad?
A lot of people, it's like a forearm. You hit them with like the meat of your forearm here. Okay. And it just makes a loud noise. You're still going to feel a little bit, but from person to person, there are people who are good at throwing work punches. They just know the distance they need to stop. And a lot of it is if, as long as the setup and the finish look hard, like everything looks big, you don't have to even get that close to them. A lot of people will grab top of the head, almost hit. Like I had someone smash me with a beer can, and really all they did was smash themselves in the hand, but it looks like they clocked me. Yeah. Although I had another match where someone just hit me with the beer can.
Yeah. Oh. I was gonna say, good beer. What's the worst that you got tagged? Like where you were? I mean, it was supposed to be, it was supposed to be a pulled punch, and you actually got tagged.
I think that beer can shot to the face was
to the face.
So we were out wrestling in like the backwoods of Virginia, and we're brawling around the outside, and literally like the whole thing is that, all right, he's gonna work me over for a little bit, and then we'll have this one spot where I then turn it on him and I start working him over. But while we're doing it, he's hitting me. I'm like, selling. I'm being pulled around, like huffing and puffing. Then I can hear someone like give him a beer, and I know it's coming. And then there's just whack, like the whole thing. And the minute he did it, though, like okay, wrong. The guy is absolute professional. Like the second he did it, he was like down. Chat. He was like, "You okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." Like it's totally fine. We had another one where I do a spot where like, he drops down to a knee and like brings my head down into his leg, and totally my fault. You're supposed to turn your head as you take it. I didn't turn my head, and I just went fucking straight into his leg with my nose. I was like, the minute I came up, I was like this, checking to make sure I wasn't bleeding or my nose was broken. And he was like, again, he was like, "You okay? You good?" I'm like, "I'm fine." Keep going.
Yeah.
Keep punching me. Because I tell people too,
Keep
it's like,
punching me. Don't you want the
like,
blood though?
oh, yeah, well, you want blood. There's ways to get blood better than that, than having
yeah.
your nose
Jeez.
busted open. So a
Yeah.
lot of
How do
guys,
you-
what they'll do is they'll cut a layer of skin
Jesus.
on their foreheads
Yeah.
or in their hairline. So when they
Yeah.
start sweating and someone hits it, blood will start pouring down. It's
Where do you-
called blading.
Where do you learn this? Do you go to? Is there a
Wrestling
school?
school.
a
Learn from
wrestling
fucking
blood
psychopaths.
school?
Yeah, you learn it from other wrestlers who are fucking insane people, and it's been passed down for generations. They don't really teach you that stuff. In wrestling school, they don't really teach you that. That's the learn on the job kind of.
Right.
I am actually, when you
Oh.
mentioned the wrestling you watched, I'm actually surprised. Do you actually watch WWE? Because based on what you do, I'm surprised that you'd be entertained by WWE.
Right.
I still do. I still follow the major companies. Like I still can appreciate all types of wrestling. Sure. Is my bloodlust satisfied a lot of the times? No. But
So which
like,
one of the
I-
major which one of the major companies do you like? Do you prefer AEW over WWE or?
I would say a little bit, but probably because I like the in-ring work more. I feel like they're more into like putting on like the big, like really, really good matches, and they do a lot of different styles. WWE is kind of its own style.
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
I do, but but WWE has some like great workers, like great Hoss guys, like they know how to work big men. Like AEW, they go, some of the matches, they go for like an average like weekday show, they go so hard. And I think
Yeah.
they put on great matches of all kinds. Like you can get Japanese style, you get lucha style, you'll get like Hoss fights, you can get a lot of different elements. I have a tough time saying I pick one or the other because I feel like for me there's wrestlers I love from
Sure.
like both.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah, and
that's
they move
sort of
back
what
and
draws
forth.
me in.
So
Yeah, a lot of them do. Yeah.
yeah.
So do you have a special wrestling name other than Metal Pete?
I was wrestling. Right now I've been using Big Doom, Peter Angelo.
Okay, Big
And
Doom.
it's funny. It honestly just came from a nickname from my partner. It literally, we had my old roommates had a cat named Doomsday, and the cat was a very sweet cat. And my partner was like, this cat has a scary name, but it's like very nice and very like kind of gentle. And he was like, that's kind of like you. And then he just started calling me Big Doom. And I was like, that sounds like a good wrestling name. So I was like,
Right.
Big Doom, Peter Angelo. So the thing is, I do want to make like a completely different character. And the one that I'm thinking of doing is going to be called Big Brisket. And I'm like a big, like pit boss, like a barbecue pit boss kind of character, the
Okay.
apron, the fucking gloves like that. But the problem is everyone kind of knows me as like the comic who wrestles and,
Sure.
as Peter Angelo, that's where all my name recognition is. So I have to get to the point where I'm like seasoned enough in wrestling that I can be like, hey, don't book me as like, oh, special guest appearance kind of thing.
Yeah.
Who just happens to wrestle. I can just be like, no, book me as this character, which, hopefully because I'm still very green. I'm still brand new. I've only been training a couple of years and it's tough to train, but I'm constantly on the road. So.
On the road, right?
You got to find events to go to that are correspond to cities you're going to do comedy.
Pretty much. And then they're willing to let like a newer person. Cause like, again, like they're like, I don't have like a big resume of like, here's all the people I've worked with. I'm like, yeah, I trained a bit at this school for a bit, but there's still a lot of things that I haven't done in the ring or still have a lot of things to learn. But hey, Roddy Piper never went to wrestling school. And sometimes I found matches I've learned a lot from. So
Yeah.
I like learning on the job kind of deal.
I was gonna say you kind of just learn as you go, like you said. Learn from the old wrestlers with the tricks and trades and stuff.
Yeah, and it's like as long as you're honest with them and being like, "Hey, I'm brand new.
Yeah.
These are the things I can do. This is the stuff that I am not well versed in, or I haven't done before. If you're willing to let me try, I'll give it a shot." Kind of deal. But like, hey, I always let the like veteran wrestler like kind of take the lead, follow their lead.
Yeah.
Because like you said, it's a lot of improv. Like you can plan out the whole match. The chances of it going exactly as you planned are zero. It's
Right.
not
Yeah. I
happening.
imagine. Yeah. I imagine there's got to be a lot of trust with the guy you're in the ring with because
Yeah, 100%.
you don't want to get anybody seriously hurt. So
Yeah.
I would imagine being a new guy coming in, especially like in a new city or something, maybe sometimes they're like, no, we don't, we want to know who we're working for.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's why it's not like that's why I think it's also good for me. Like I have some friends that have been wrestlers for years that I can like tag with, because then they can vouch for me. They can help guide a little bit of where the match is going.
Yeah.
And that'll put
I love
trust
this.
in
This
the
is
guys
like
we work with.
This is like payback, because we get a lot of guests on this who like Star Wars, and I fucking hate Star Wars, and they'll talk Star Wars for 20 minutes, and he doesn't like wrestling. I love that he has to sit here and listen to this. This is great.
I do like Star Wars. I don't know that.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, there you go.
I don't know how much I can. I can't deep dive it the way I can wrestling, but
Right.
I do like Star Wars.
We won't go into
I like most things. Like it's hard to find shit that I don't like.
Yeah.
Just like
If you said musical theater, I'll be like, I got nothing for you.
Thought you were gay. What
Wait
the
a
fuck?
minute. I thought that was a requirement.
Yeah, it's very confusing for me.
I'm curious.
It is scary.
I'm curious with wrestling and being gay. Are there any guys who don't want to work with you because they're afraid you're going to touch their shit, or have you ever had any?
Nah, wrestling's gotten well past that. At this point, there's so many gay wrestlers now. Wrestling has really had like this resurgence and boom, and it's funny. There's a lot of gay wrestlers who will work with straight wrestlers, and the straight wrestlers will do like funny gay spots like constantly and be like totally fine with it, because it gets like huge pops from the crowd. Like it's just fucking I think, because I feel like today most people realize I've been doing a little bit in my act about talking about how much wrestling has kind of changed, and how where I train now is a very diverse place, and that how wrestling back in the day was like this like man's man thing,
right?
Super macho, everything.
Tough. I'm like, you're in your fucking underwear pretending to fight. It's like, hey, you got to be a man to do this. Hey, Steve, come here. Hold me.
Let me put your head between my legs and give you a slam, you know?
Look how tough we are.
So what is...
Like you're doing something kind of inherently gay.
Well, what is Big Doom's finishing move?
Right now, it's just a real big choke slam. I'm currently working on I feel like is like go-to basic big man and new big man finisher. It's like a choke slam because it's super easy. I choke slammed the fucking hell out of one of my trainers not too long ago. It was fucking great. I murdered him. But I have one I'm working on that I want to do. It's like you go from a fireman's carry, so they're on your shoulder, and instead of doing like a flip with them and for a Death Valley driver, I want to flip them into like a neck breaker, so it's like a flip into an RKO. And then one of my coaches said I could also do it for because I'm big, do it to a small guy, flip them, have them like stalled into a suplex, and then bring them down with a neck breaker.
Oh, Jesus
But I can only do that to people who weigh less than 200 pounds.
Everything you just said there, I totally agree with. That would be a great move. That'd be a great finish.
I'll
finish.
I'll show it to you sometime.
I want to see that.
You'll pick me up and show me is what I'm hearing right now.
Yeah.
You're gonna be in Wisconsin anytime soon? I will deliver him to you.
Oh, I'm a little scared.
Wait. Yes.
You are going to be in Wisconsin?
I'm in the talks right now to be in Madison, Wisconsin.
Awesome.
Madison.
Okay.
And then possibly some other shows around that vicinity.
Okay. Awesome.
I know for sure. I will let you know.
Yeah,
That'd
for sure.
Great.
We love
it.
If it's Madison, is it Comedy on State?
No, it's actually for a record store. It wants me to be there. And then and they want and then he was gonna help me out. It's called The Door, and help me try to get some other shows. It's still in May, which I got to figure out if it's going to work, just because I'm supposed to be going back to China somewhere in that time frame.
Yeah. Cool.
Well, now that you mentioned China, do you watch sumo, or have you ever done sumo wrestling?
Yes, and it's Japanese.
You fucking idiot. God damn it. Fuck. Everybody knows that.
What did I say? Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that one either. I'm glad you asked.
Glad I brought that one up to make it look.
You're like, yeah, stupid. Thank God you said it.
What I meant was, when you're in China, you're gonna hop over.
I do want to go.
Perfect intro to ask about sumo wrestling. I read that you like sumo wrestling. Anyways,
Yeah.
How do you prepare for sumo wrestling compared to regular wrestling in Japan?
I started doing sumo wrestling down here in Austin. I am just like a general fan of it. I watch the tournaments every month. Really, that sumo is just, you just literally find a place that does it, find people who do it, and it's just, you do the matches. Like, sure, you do
Okay.
there's some exercises you do, different like techniques to get yourself better, figure out what type of sumo you want to perform. And then it's just doing it over and over, getting used to like controlling your body, getting used to the movements, getting used to using someone's weight against them.
Sure.
But
And they have those matches in Austin.
yeah, we have it's like a club, I guess you would call it, called Dark Circle.
Oh, okay.
Here, there's one in New York, there's one in St. Louis, there's
Sure.
Dallas, Houston, like there's some all over, and they
Wow.
have youth tournaments in the U.S. I'm doing my first one next month in Buda, Texas, which is just like 10 minutes south of here or something like that.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
Congrats. Good luck there.
How do you find time to do all this shit?
I'm a psychopath. I don't know.
That wraps it up.
Yeah.
Now in sumo, last question on sumo, is that ever predetermined,
Sumo.
or is that literally
No, that's sumo
not that
is
the other is?
Well, yeah, wrestling's real. Pro wrestling's totally real. No, yeah, sumo just yep. No, not predetermined. Tournament, keep winning, keep advancing.
If I tell you go, okay.
So were you like, did you do a lot of sporting? Did you play football or anything when you were growing up, or?
I played football, baseball, basketball, tennis, racquetball.
Holy shit!
I did
always athletic stuff.
I did strongman for a couple years. Yeah, you name it. I like sports in general. There's always people who are like, this sport sucks or this sport. I'm genuinely a fan of. I can watch any sport.
Yeah. That's wow.
Like
any sport.
I didn't do it in high school just because my high school team was kind of like shit. Like I just didn't like the team. I didn't really like the coaches. So I ended up just playing, and I knew how to play tennis. So the high school tennis coach was my 8th grade gym teacher, and she saw I knew how to play tennis, which most kids don't.
Yeah.
So she was like, "You should want to play tennis next year." I was like, "Oh, I was gonna play baseball, but everyone hates the coach, and everything is like our team is garbage." I was like, "Sure." And then I made varsity all 4 years as the captain 2 years in a row. I made all state, and I won 2 league championships as a tennis player.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I was the most psychotic looking tennis player there was. Because like I would dive a lot in tennis. So like I would dive for like anything, and I would leave tennis matches covered in blood.
Jesus. Preparing for wrestling then.
Now we know where the love comes from.
Yep.
There it is.
When did you start getting tattooed?
19. Like I basically waited till I was, had enough money and my parents couldn't fucking say no. Started at about 19 and then just like never slowed down.
Yeah.
And I never finished them. No, I'm not very close to done. I'm just too broke.
Yeah, you got a lot more. Yeah.
I want to do my whole back. I want to do my other hand. I was like, I want to do my neck, but like almost what's the fucking point? You can't even see it.
You got
I have the sides of my neck done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no intention of slowing down. I actually want to get I have Lemmy as a skull on my right calf, so now I want to get Ozzy as a skull on my right calf.
What is the?
Do you have a certain artist, or do you just random?
No, I mean I bounce around. I had a few artists I went to back in Connecticut. Then I was going to New York hardcore in New York. I didn't get very many done in New York. Money went to like everything else when you live there.
New York,
and I haven't got any done down here yet. So I'm hoping once I'm just waiting for like that big payday, like get like someone give me some type of special and I can blow it all on tattoos at once.
Right. Now I got big check going to get my back done.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Well, you mentioned metal. You seem to be huge into metal. Wow. And a lot of your posts are just talking up bands you love, which is really cool. You don't have any connection with these bands. You just talking the ones you love.
Nope. I just like talking about them. there
It
might
looks
be
like
a
it's-
slight ulterior motive, but
I was
no,
it
I
kind
do
of
like
looks like
that.
you're practicing wrestling promos. Like, you know, like it's a
That-
good way to practice.
That too. That is like a good like bonus to it. But like
Yeah.
I just stuff I love talking about and I have a passion about it. And sure, if I'm hoping that like, you know, like maybe these metal festivals are like, hey, we need an MC or we want to start having comedians on
Yep.
one of the
Yeah.
tents. And I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
but a lot of the I become because I also wear so many band t-shirts on stage and in my clips. A lot of the
Mhm.
bands like have started following me. I've like become friends with them,
Yeah.
which is again like a cool bonus thing. So like
Right.
getting to
Huge.
hang out with
It's-
these dudes is
Yeah.
awesome.
Well, I would imagine. I mean, the music you listen to is kind of fringe. It's not, you know, mainstream music. So they're probably happy with it. I mean, like
Yeah.
comedians, like, you know, any pub they can get is good pub, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And it's cool to be like the guy talking about it because there are like some comics who do like it. And there's only a handful of us, but it's
Yeah.
always fun to sort of be in that world more so than just the comedy world.
Yeah.
So have you been able to find, now that you're in Austin, I imagine a huge music scene as well, any cool off the cuff metal places that you can find new bands, or haven't you been able to look around yet?
I mean, there are some like the cool metal ball, the Lost Well, which just that it's reopening is gonna have like a lot of bands come through, the Skeleton Key. But then there's places like Come and Take It Live, which is
Cool. All of them are cool
it
names.
has a lot of
man.
Come and Take It Live is really cool. So there's like these two venues right next to each other called Emos and Come and Take It. Like Emos is like the bigger one. They just had Kerry King, his solo
Okay.
band there. And then Come and Take It Live is like slightly smaller, but it's a really cool venue. And you'll get like a lot of like really cool bands that are not like super huge yet, but are maybe
Right.
either coming up or in like that cool like sweet spot of like, you know, a 500 person room.
Yeah.
Actually you'll get to
That's
still
the
see them
best,
close.
isn't it?
Yeah.
When you love a band and you're just
Just-
catching them on the way up.
Right.
Yeah. And but that's in that spot, and like some of the guys that work there have like heard about me and started following me, and they talk like they're hopefully could start doing like a comedy show or a comedy and metal show
Yeah.
there at some point.
It's a great bench, you know, a great mix together.
Yeah.
Comedy and metal. Do you are you a big mosh pit guy?
I mean, I was more so than I am now, but now that's merely just age catching up to me.
Okay, there you go. Yep.
Like
Oh,
I
you just
love
wait.
I would go. Now I'm like more picky. Like before, just fucking going every single
Right.
mosh pit.
Right.
Now it's like sometimes I just want to watch the show and sing along, but there are some bands that like I'm going at like if I'm seeing Municipal Waste, I'm moshing. Like there's no way I'm not.
Yeah.
But then there's some bands I'm like I know how violent it's gonna be, and I'm like, man, one wrong fucking it. I got into the pit and someone immediately popped me in the face, and I was like,
Oh,
fuck. Forgot how much this hurts.
And I'm not
there
getting
was
paid
I
for
was
it.
I went to a show back in New York. I went to a show, and a friend of mine who's a guitar player for this band called Fit for an Autopsy was there hanging out, and I was just kind of chilling with him, and we were seeing this band called Sangwa-Sigabog. Shout out those guys. They just put out a new album. It's sick. Follow them. Follow Fit for an Autopsy too. But we're just in there. He said, he goes, hey, you ever seen Murderball? And I went, no. And he goes, because he said, well, someone's carrying a football to the stage right now. I think they're going to do it. And I went, what are you talking about? So they get up. So between songs, singer Devin tells the crowd, whoever has this football by the end of the song gets a free T-shirt.
Oh God.
God.
Throws it in the crowd, and they just beat the shit out of each other. And like me and Tim are standing there at 36 years old. We're like, I can buy a fucking T-shirt. I don't need to fight people for it. But I did that joke at a show, and like the clip went big, and Skankfest, the band, like saw it, reshared it, and I became friends with them. And then they invited me on stage at one of their shows to throw the football.
That's that one I haven't heard of yet. That's crazy.
Awesome.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you're young, 16 to 19-year-old, you're gonna fight for that fucker.
It's so funny because I have and I do it in my act, and like I talk about it, and metalheads are such fucking dorks. You'll get people are commenting and like, they didn't invent that. This band from Detroit in like the 90s or whatever. I'm like, yeah, man, we know. I wasn't going to tell this random comedy club crowd the history of the dumbest thing we do. Like they don't care. I know. Like
they don't care.
The band, like Sango think about the band, that they didn't think they invented it. They know they got it from someone else. Like, but also, who cares? That's like saying like, oh, this show can't have a t-shirt cannon. They didn't fucking invent it.
Right.
Like,
You
can't
do a mosh pit. You didn't start it.
Yeah, the wall of like, oh, you can't do a circle pit. Sick of it all invented it.
There's
like,
nothing new anymore. Everything's been done already.
Yeah. Just keep it
Just
doing it. It's
alter it.
fun.
We're all just reinventing something.
Yeah.
It's funny you say that. The first time I figured I was old at a show is when I took my son to I think it was Good Charlotte, but don't quote me, because he was younger. And I found myself the whole time in the back. This girl was on a guy's shoulders and they were a little drinking. I just followed them in case she fell the whole show. And I'm like, yeah, but this is different than all the concerts I've been to.
Okay.
I'm getting old.
Now tell the truth. You were hoping she would fall.
Well,
God, I got it.
No,
I got it. Go over here.
Wait, I think it was an over 18 crowd. Yep, you're right.
Right?
That's like, with those two, it's like I post about like not moshing quite as hard anymore. And I get dudes who like comment and they'll be like, oh, that's because you just got to take better care of yourself. Like, I'm still doing it. I'm this age. Like, you got to eat better and exercise. I'm like, dude, it doesn't matter. Like, it hurts more now.
Yes.
I lift weights. I guarantee you I'm stronger than you. But guess what? Years of doing shit, my knees hurt a little more each day. Like, I don't recover. No matter how good a shape you are, you don't recover as fast.
You don't. No.
As you get older.
Eating right and exercising so you can do mosh pits.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Why'd you get in shape? So I could fuck up teenagers in a mosh pit better.
Oh,
don't disturb. I can't go out tonight. I'm training. I'm training to fuck up teenagers. That's funny.
Only chicken and rice for me, please.
I'm just standing in this. I just get 5 of my friends to stand in a circle around me. I stand in the middle and they just hurl medicine balls at me. That's how I train.
How's that feel, fucker?
Happy Gilmore training, to get it with fucking baseballs out of a fucking machine.
Dodgeball with
throwing a wrench
at you, wrench
if you can dodge a ball.
That's good shit. I'm gonna be gone for a sec. Just give me a sec.
He's refilling the drinks.
We had small drinks for a reason tonight.
He's closest to the fridge. We just signed a lucrative alcohol deal with our local distillery, so we're celebrating tonight.
Oh, hell yeah. You're like, I'm going to celebrate by drinking all of them and asking for more.
Yeah, we're going to finish them all tonight. That's the goal.
Damn.
So as long as he's gone, we can go back to wrestling.
Okay.
Stupid finishing moves. I'm just appalled when I see people that like love The Rock and John Cena, and I go like, the people's elbow and the 5-knuckle shuffle thing, those are the stupidest things I've ever seen in wrestling. I don't like, how is that supposed to hurt anybody?
I mean, there was a bunch of that is people just like, yeah. I mean, there's because look how many moves are the same move. You just name it something different,
right?
It's like because again, The Rock's, it is just an elbow drop, and it's not even a big elbow drop,
right?
People just like the goofiness of like, oh, he's now infused some power into this fucking move.
Is that where we have to go with it? Like his elbow has become this superpowered, superhuman elbow kind of thing?
For that. Yeah, he's not doing where I've seen guys in indies light their elbows on fire and do that. I saw a show. I saw a show. You want to talk about fucking insane? The one guy was on the mat in the middle of the ring. The other guy took a nail gun and nailed his arms by his like tricep. To the mat, and then got on the top turnbuckle, set his elbow on fire, and then did a fucking elbow drop from the top of it. It set the fire alarms off, which was fucking hilarious. Firefighters came so confused. It was done. Shit. The best part is the guy who did the elbow drop, Dirty Ron McDonald, has like he has like Ron McDonald makeup, something like that. I watched him walk like from the gas station in front of a cop car, and that I saw the most confused cop I've ever seen in my life.
That would be great. That would be great.
The guy who got his arms nailed to the ring, JJ Escobar, who is a sweetheart. I love JJ. He's one of the first people to pay me to wrestle. One of the nails was stuck in his arm and they couldn't get it out. And a guy a guy in the audience pulled it out with his teeth.
We gotta start going to this shit.
The local stuff, none of this.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Professional shit.
Yeah, no, this
is not professional. This is as local indie crazy crap as you can get. I'll let you know what's in your area. Don't worry. I know I'm tapped into all of it.
You sound like it.
But JJ runs a company called POR, and it's like they're like a stunt crew. They actually were just on an episode of Beavis and Butthead. You know the old videos? You know when Beavis and Butthead are watching TV and they're watching old music videos? They ended up in this one. They watched one of their one of their shows, and it's so fucking funny.
That's an honor, man.
That's crazy. I didn't know they're still making Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, they just did. They just made like a couple more seasons recently. It's so funny. They're like, excuse me, they're like pretending to call the cops. Like, yeah, could you guys come with some beer? We're about to watch something freaking awesome. They're like throwing each other off of the roof of the house onto a trampoline made of barbed wire.
Oh Jesus! Christ.
I'm gonna look at that. That would be hilarious.
Cars and shit.
I thought that I was watching just the staple gun that they use in AEW quite a bit. I'm like, that has to hurt, but a nail gun? That's insane.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the staple gun. People do that constantly. My buddy Zach Amico is a comic, but also like a lunatic. Yep. Yeah. So during Skankfest, they do the naked roast every year.
Yeah.
And Zach does a couple little stunts in between like each round. First one is he tells the crowd that if whatever cast they have on them, if they want to, they can come up and staple it to his body. And so like he's like, it's got to be more than like $5 though. $20 you can do his head, $5 his arms, and you get. I watched like 30 people staple money to him. And then the second thing he does is there's a spot in deathmatch wrestling where you take wooden like barbecue skewers, about like that long pointed, and you put them in someone's head and you punch them and they stick there. And he asked me to do it, and I had never done it before, so he invited. I go up on stage, I do it to him. And it's so funny because like I'm like, I want him to stick. I don't know how hard I should be hitting him, but I want them to stick. But I went bang, and he goes, and I was like, I'm hurting my friend, but I need this to work. And so he texts me the next morning and he goes, hey, someone was so freaked out by the skewer spot, they fainted and had to be taken out by paramedics.
And you're loving it. You're like, this is awesome.
I was. If he texted me, if we were in the same room, we would have high-fived.
I love it. So does he do wrestling as well then?
He had though. So like, he had like an accident with his leg, so he does mostly like managerial stuff now. Okay, and he does commentary for JCW, the ICP. ICP have a wrestling promotion.
Yeah, of course they do.
Yes.
And so he always does it with them.
Wrestling.
Yep. And so he works with them. There's a guy in New England that's trying to book us to like be like him as my manager to wrestle. It just hasn't like happened yet. But he did wrestle. He has a couple matches but he did like deathmatch stuff, like people like putting gusset plates in your head that stick there. It's so funny. I'm so fucking desensitized to it that like if I show it to people, they kind of react like you, and I'm like, what?
This is nothing. Wait till I show you.
I don't even consider myself that sick of a person.
No,
but for some reason, this shit does not bother me.
No, you enjoy it. It doesn't bother you. It goes the opposite. It brings you joy.
It makes me so fucking happy. It's also weird that a lot of these people are my friends. So like, watching your friends bleed that much. Like people will be like, "Hey, what are you doing Friday?" I'm gonna go watch my friend get his face cut open and bleed absurd amount of blood.
Dude, I can tell you're so.
I'm not doing that though.
You're so jolly right now talking about it. Your smile is huge, and you can tell how much you love talking about it and thinking about it. It comes out.
Yeah, it's one of those things too. It is a little. It's like one of those things where you're like, oh, it's so fun to kind of also freak people out about it a little bit.
So I am curious if you could only be one and be one very successfully, would you rather be the comedian or the wrestler?
So that's so tough because like if we're taking so here's the thing, if we're taking that I don't get hurt and like I can like come back from it quickly, I'm picking wrestling.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I'm way better at comedy at this point, and I'm way too far past the point of age, I think, where I'm not gonna be able to go super hard at like this age.
Sure.
As a beginner and like survive it. I have to ease into it. I have to take the breaks. I have to like it's unfortunately I started a little too late. Not that I can't do it, not that I can't wrestle. I just know that like I'm a little
limits.
I'm a little past that point. I know that because like I already have like a beaten up body of a wrestler who's been doing it 20 years and I've been doing it for fucking a year. Because like my coaches, my guys who train me are the same age as me. And so it's like
because they're out of it.
They've been doing it like 20 years. Like, so they don't, because like the most honestly training is what hurts because you're just doing the thing and falling over and over and over and learning. And you, that's where you make the mistakes. And that's what fucking hurts when you make like, you know, I remember I dove out of the ring one time and I just mistimed it and I clipped my foot on the rope coming out and I crashed on my hip. I fucking hurt so bad. But you know, that's a good teacher to not to do that shit.
Right? Yeah.
But like anything, when I see all those wrestlings, how close they are, mistakes happen. I mean, accidents happen. So people can get hurt. I mean, it's
I think
half the crowd wants that to happen.
Wait, how can people get hurt? You tell me all the time it's fake.
Because a slip up.
It's fake though. It's fake. You tell me that all the time. It's fake. I told him this is my one.
You want to know how fake? You ever been hit by a chair?
Yeah. How do you pull it? I think for the most part, if they're laying on the mat, you just kind of hit the mat a little bit before the body. But like when you take one to the head, how do you like, what's the way to soften that a little bit?
What, the chair?
Yeah.
Metal chair.
You either
just take it.
You either get your hands in front quick enough or you just let it hit you in the fucking head.
What?
And you hope that they threw it at you the way that the chair moves in. So at least that way when it hits, it goes like that.
Sure.
Otherwise it doesn't give. Yeah. I was waiting in the airport the day after and I'm sitting at the airport and I'm like this and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, why does my head hurt when I touch it? I'm like, oh yeah, I got hit with a chair twice last night.
I got hit with
and then I also got hit with a like a busser's bin.
Oh my god!
Everything's ever got like a concussion in one of your matches that you?
No, not yet. Thank God. I'm sure they're
really that you know of.
Yeah, you can't. You don't have a concussion if they don't test you for it.
That's true. No one would know.
Right.
I don't imagine there's much stopping for concussions in the independent world. Like,
no, dude, I want, dude. There was the very last match of the show in Canada. The stage was about. Actually, you ever seen Scott Pilgrim vs. the World?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know the place where the X's band plays.
Okay.
Something at Demon Head where the chick does. That venue was where the wrestling show was at Toronto's Lee's Palace.
Okay.
And the stage is like 4.5, 5 feet from the ground. So it's a pretty tall stage. They put a 5-foot scaffolding on top of that for the final match. The guy goes up, and they're both not big dudes. So one guy, they're up there, he's got a guy on his shoulders, like fireman carry, stands up. They go off through 2 sets of tables. Land. This one of the most panicked I've felt watching a spot. Like watching them go up there and watching this fall happen. I was like, that guy's down. They're checking on him, and the other guys are celebrating because they won. And and this guy literally he gets up under his own power, walks to the back completely on his own. They're checking out. He's sitting. So finally, after a couple minutes, I go into the back, and he's sitting there, and he literally, the first thing he says when I walk to the back, he like looks at the first thing he says is he goes, "How did it look?" I went, "It looked fucking amazing."
Yeah,
you have 9 broken ribs.
But it looked great. It was worth it.
He broke every rib on his right side, and I think he punctured his lung. But
holy shit.
And I know I've talked to him. Governor, he's doing good. He's a ton of recovery, but he's a fucking sweetheart of a human being. That's what's great. Like all the wrestlers I know that I've become friends with are just like some of the most amazing people that I've watched put their bodies through fucking insanity.
But they want to put back to that. They want to put on a good show, right?
Yeah.
They want to perform. They want the people that they're come to see them to be happy, right?
Like
I would imagine as you.
I watched my last match back. I'm like having a tough time. I'm like, I should have told them to lay these in harder on me, like hit me harder. So I tell people too, is like the match I did in Austin, me and this wrestler Santa Chiva, like we had a little like back and forth like chop. My chest was like afterwards like was kind of bleeding from the chops because we were fucking hammering him in there, and I'm like, yes, that's what I fucking want. Like I don't want this shit to look bad.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is fucking wrong with me?
Right.
Do you wear the fancy wrestling boots that make the big smack when you kick guys? That's like seems to be a new thing.
I honestly right now I'm wearing just like these wrestling shoes that I have. I gotta buy. I haven't invested in like a ton of gear quite yet. I need to get a pair of big black boots. I'm wrestling right now in jeans, but like the stretchy kind, so I can move a bit. But I'm not throwing big kicks anyways. I'm a 340-pound dude, so I'm mostly diving at people, picking them up, throwing them.
Yeah,
I can do some acrobatic stuff when like need be. That surprises people.
Yeah. Well, till you hear you talk about how much you just been an athlete your whole life,
Yeah, I mean, you see if someone sees a guy of a certain size, they're like, "What?"
True. Well,
I'm not coming off the top rope anytime soon. I know that.
I'm not doing that, at least not yet. Until I get that, I would definitely try. Like first, what you do is you put down like a crash pad.
Okay,
that's how you practice those spots first to get used to the movement, used to how it should. And then try it on nothing. I've had people land on me from the top rope.
Yeah,
ouch.
That's fun.
Yeah. Do you have a intro song with all your
right now? I'm using
fans you love?
now I'm using a Doomsayer by Hatebreed because the intro to the song is "Your Doom awaits you," and then it kicks in. I'm still there's a band called Sleeping with the Witch in Arizona I'm friends with that like talk about wanting to make me an intro song, which would be sick.
That would be cool. To have a personalized one, kind of. That's awesome.
I'm still in that like kind of like early phase of like what is my character exactly? Because right now it is just me. But I want to do like I do want to do like a tour because like my last 2 wrestling matches have come off that the wrestlers heckled me and I fought them. And I want to do a tour where like I do a comedy show and then I have a wrestler in the audience and then I fight them at the end of it. or if I do a special, like a lot of specials, it's like they're backstage and they're talking and it follows them walk through like that. Right. What if I had a match first and then I finish the match and then I go up on stage?
That'd be awesome.
Afterwards, something like that. I do something different.
It would be different, yeah. Or which first, right? I was when you were telling me, I'm like, which first? But it sounds like you want to wrestle first, and then you'll be all sweaty, shirt off.
I've heard different things. I've told a couple people about this idea, and there has been some people think do the match second. Some people do the match. I'm still deciding like what would work the best. Or do the special first, and then have it like lead into a match. Or like do a match and be like, oh shit, I gotta do a spot, and then follow the camera. The camera like follows me out. The camera like follows me out the door down like to another venue, like down the street, and then I go up on stage.
Yeah, my first thought was you do the spot and then you'd wrestle after. But I think they both could work. Either
way, I do think it could work. Yeah.
Yeah, well, there you go. You got to stand out, right? In wrestling,
Yeah.
you got to stand out in comedy.
Exactly.
Well, I like that you asked intro songs because intro songs are important. I sometimes I find myself watching wrestling just for the intro songs. Like I love Triple H's entrance. I love
Yeah.
the game.
yeah.
I fucking love that. It's
Yeah.
such a cool entrance all the time.
Intros are huge, and like that's the thing is like unfortunately that song's not super known because like you could getting people singing your song and like on your like into you from that makes everything so much easier. That's such a big part of it, you
Yeah.
know, especially if you're not like known, but if they hear a song they like that's huge. Like there's a deathmatch guy who uses like Journey, and it's not like a fucking like it's not like a fire you up like song, but everyone's singing da, 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 da.
Singing Journey
Find
to
you, and it's like yeah, and then he's about to bleed a lot, like, but you hear it and you're fucking stoked.
That would be funny to be like come out to an ABBA song and then bleed.
Journey, I could be wrong.
It's
But like,
pretty
I bet you there. Oh, does anyone promote ABBA? I know one of my trainers comes out to Shania Twain a lot.
Man, I feel like a woman. Wait, is that Shania Twain?
Or let's
That
go,
is Shania.
girls.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, them knowing your interest, I suppose that's kind of like a comedian. When you get on stage, you want that first joke to land because then you know your night's going to go easier from there, right?
You've got them; they're on your side.
Yeah,
and like so I would think like if I did, I also think if I really want to go like full heel, like kind of like rednecky character, whatever, and just like come out to Creed or Nickelback or something.
Oh, I love it.
There you go.
So how long you been into you've been into Motorhead a long time, I imagine, if you got a skull of Lemmy on your tattoo.
Yeah, I mean as long as I've been into metal,
yeah,
I've been into it. I have I have the War Pig like necklace pendant I got from this store in New York called the Great Frog that
okay.
They started in London. They do like all of Lemmy stuff. They did like Iggy Pop stuff. They have like, a lot of like Judas Priest and Slayer pendants and
cool.
Have you ever did you ever get to see Lemmy live?
Once at a festival.
Mm-hmm.
And now
one more than me though.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I remember I had to miss the one they were coming to my area in Connecticut for whatever fucking reason. It's like definitely a big regret.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
I wish I could have. Yeah,
I'm bummed because I didn't really. For some reason, I didn't really like I was never into Motorhead until like 3 years ago, and all of a sudden, I was like, I really like this, and started listening to it quite a bit. So
you're like, fuck.
Yeah, now he's dead.
Like,
I'm fucked.
Yeah,
I miss my.
That's like, I'll get my partner into like some metal bands, and there have been several I got him into, and then had to tell him the singer died.
Sorry, we're never
like,
seeing him live.
I got him like super into Power Trip, and then I was like, singer died 4 years ago. And he was like, there was someone else too. But luckily he loves Judas Priest, and we did get to just see them.
Oh, that's cool.
We saw him at.
So is that your number one that I think I read?
What?
Judas Priest?
No, my number one favorite band.
Yeah.
Ooh, no. So I would say, I would say it's probably like Municipal Waste, a band called Cancer Bats, and if we're going for bands that I just happen to be is like my like solid is Slayer. There's I have bands that I like fluctuate so hard. There's a hardcore band called Stick to Your Guns that I have like one of their. That's like one of the name of their albums called True View on my knuckles.
Okay.
Like Gate Creeper is probably like currently one of my absolute favorites. They're sick as hell. Nails, like I'll fluctuate like who's like that in the top, but considering I have Municipal Waste and Cancer Bats tattooed on my fucking legs, they're gonna be always like in the top conversation for me. But Slayer is like of the bands from like who've been around a long time, of my favorites.
A little more mainstream, yeah.
Slayer, yeah.
So when you met your partner, was he into heavy metal like he is, or is he getting into it because of you? He's getting into it because of me. He likes a lot of electronic music. He likes like singer songwriters. He likes a lot of like 90s alt rock. Like he likes electronic music. He likes Radiohead.
the Pixies, the Lana Del Rey.
So has
he likes anything? He likes anything sad or evil.
Okay. So now
That's how he
you're
described
I
it.
heard you talk about getting him into bands you like. Has he been able to get you into bands he likes?
He definitely got me more into the Pixies. I was like Pixies were one of the bands I was like fine, like kind of fine with. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't like,
Yeah.
but then I was like, I kind of like listened to them a little more, and I was like, oh fuck, I actually really, really dig this.
Okay.
There was a couple like indie singers and folks. There's one band called the Bears Den that
Bears Den, yeah.
that he got me into that I really like. I do like singer songwriter stuff. I do like folkier stuff. Like I'm also like a big like I like punk. But like I like things like Frank Turner.
Yeah.
But
I've seen
growing
Frank.
up, I love Frank Turner.
He was
things
really
like
good
that.
live.
Yeah.
Really
The
good.
first time I saw him, he was opening. It was 2008. It was the Offspring and Sum 41
Nice.
playing like small arenas and Frank Turner opening, but it was
Oh,
just Frank, no band.
Okay.
So like to an arena, him just playing guitar, and that was when I was like, holy shit, like
Yeah.
this rules.
Yeah, that's cool to see shit like that.
So I know we got away from comedy, so I wanted to just bring it back just a little
As
bit
I
real
do.
quick. So are you still banned in Upper New York comedy clubs or a certain club?
So I don't know. I was doing a show. A buddy of mine got hired to headline. He brought me to open for him like a half hour, and this was pretty. I was just a little earlier into my having come out and talking about it on stage. And God, were we in Phoenix, New York? We did 2 New York shows. One went great. One obviously went fucking awful, apparently.
Sour.
We were like, it was like a 5-hour drive. We were like the fucking border. And literally I did a half hour. I, no joke, thought it went fine.
Yeah.
No one was booing me. No one looked upset. People were laughing. Like I did maybe 10 minutes of this half hour about like trying to date guys, trying to meet guys, maybe a couple raunchy sex jokes, whatever. And then the next day, apparently the guy who like ran it told the guy who booked it that like they didn't want me ever to come back. That like
Wow.
it was just like nothing but like raunchy, horrific gay sex jokes for like the entire time and all this stuff. And I was like, I know for a fact that's not what happened.
They weren't
because
that
it's
wrong.
wild. Because like what's fucking crazy is I just did a show in Jersey with a Trump flag on the fucking stage, and they fucking loved me. And like I've done shows with like just hardcore. I've done shows with like rich Republicans, like white Republicans. I've done lots of queer shows. Like literally, I'm doing nothing but gay shows. Like, well, I'm doing a bunch of like queer centric shows in San Francisco. Like I can play to fucking any audience. I just don't know what, but like, I've seen people leave here and there my shows, but I guess if it's the person running it, well, even if everyone else loved it, if he doesn't, well, that's kind of fuck shit a little bit.
That's all it is. Yep. Well, yeah. So you clearly haven't tried to go back there yet.
It's been like 5 years and no one's called. So
not holding my breath. So how long into comedy were you before you started telling crowds that you were gay?
5 years.
Oh, really?
5, 6,
Okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was a while because I just was not. Yeah. And then I decided in the open mic in fucking Middletown, Connecticut, I would start doing it. Because the guy who was kind of like a mentor to me a bit, he like knew, and I was kind of starting to like hint at it a little bit on stage.
Sure.
He was like, P, when you start openly talking about yourself and like really start, he's like, it's going to change everything, because he's like, there's no one like you. He's like, there's no one doing the shit you do. Because he's like, you're not going up there singing fucking show tunes like everyone else. Like,
you're not really flamboyant. So
not a word you use to describe Pete. No.
Nah. And like, so I was like, yeah, fuck it. So I just like started talking about it, and then it was just easier to just being honest about about my life in general, even if I'm not talking about that subject matter. It just kind of allowed me to be me even more so.
Right.
You know, whether even if it wasn't that topic, I just felt more comfortable like just talking.
Sure.
You know, you didn't feel like there was
sense.
something like holding you back.
Yeah.
So other than the Upper New York guy that called and said don't come back, has any receptions been negative when you have since you came out?
Not really. I mean, you'll get you obviously will get comments on like my when I post a reel or something like that.
Okay.
You'll get some comments here and there, but for the most part, no. And also, no one has ever said anything to me while on stage or in my face.
That doesn't surprise me.
Probably smart.
I don't know. It might be the fact that I'm a 340-pound tattooed lunatic looking motherfucker.
You're an intimidating human being. Yes, I'm not going to talk shit to you. I don't care what.
I did a show in South Padre Island, and I'll do a bunch of material about like working construction, all this stuff, before ever getting into my sexuality, just to make it even more fucking confusing.
Right.
But I was doing the bit about the throwing the football into the crowd, and for that show, and the guy who runs the show is like this huge Dallas Cowboys fan. He's like talking to the Cowboys, and of course we're in Texas, and like, woo. So I do the thing about
he's gay too.
Yeah, very gay. So like I do the thing, and I said like, oh, they throw the football in the crowd, and I said, yeah, but the guy was wearing a Cowboys jersey, and so he dropped it, and I went, I went, yeah, that's right, I'm a Giants fan. Fuck you. To like the whole crowd, and they were like half like not real booing, but they were like, we're all kind of fucking around booing a little bit. And this lady called me gay. Or no, I was like, yeah, it's right, I'm a Giants fan. I suck dick. And the lady said something. And I go, yeah, probably better than you. Let me show your husband so he can finally be happy for once.
Bam. That.
She looked so fucking mad, and her husband was trying so hard not to laugh.
Right. He's like, I can't laugh. I got to go home with her. I can't laugh.
Yeah. But it's funny because I was looking around. I did 40 minutes. Show went great. Like people, but I could definitely see a lot of dudes like the whole time. But afterwards, a lot of people came up to me. A lot of people like really loved it. And then there's a band playing. Everybody were hanging out at the bar, and, drinking. And this guy comes up to me afterwards, and he had been sitting front row with his wife and what looked like his son. And his son actually was wearing a CM Punk t-shirt. I remember that. And he goes, hey, I just want to tell you, like, we were here with our son. He's 18. He's a bigger kid. We fully support him, but he just came out as gay to us. And he feels like so hopeless and like so lost. He's a bigger kid and he doesn't feel like he belongs. He goes, seeing you tonight, like, gave him hope.
That's cool.
He was like, you threw us a lifeline tonight just by being yourself. And I was like, I like go outside. I was like, all right, I never intended, like when I started doing comedy, started talking about myself, I didn't like, I was never set out to be a comedian who's like, here's my, big agenda. I just like talking about my life. But like people have come to that. So like when that happens, I was like, holy fuck. I was also drunk as hell. I was like, I go outside for a minute. I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, he didn't sign up to be a spokesperson, but that's pretty cool.
Like,
that's pretty cool.
Like, fuck, that really makes like shit worth it. That's so like to hear that negates the whole like, don't ever have him back. Because like,
absolutely,
some people, are not gonna fucking like it, whatever. Right. But some people might like it so much that it actually gives them hope in a bit of darkness. Then, you know what? I'll take some people commenting on my videos, calling me fucking slurs and threatening to fight me, which I have responded to by telling them my tour dates. I do.
Come see me here.
I love
someone
it.
Like if someone gives me any kind of threat, I'm like, hey, look at my site. You know where I'm gonna fucking be.
I am really easy to find. So I think.
Well, go ahead.
Well, before we go, it's only fair. We've had a lot of female models on here, OnlyFans models. So we got to mention your OnlyFans because you have a new subscriber right here. He had to.
I don't know if you
do
know
research before. So
hour before you came on, you got a new subscriber, buddy.
Oh yeah, dude, I can't believe there's still some people who are like, because like I literally just did my friend Colton's podcast, and I got like a jump in subscribers like right after it came out, and I was like, what? I didn't realize it was because of that. But I was like, why all of a sudden did I get all these subscribers all of a sudden? I was like, oh shit, it's the podcast. I gotta start talking about this. I gotta start mentioning this in the podcast more.
Right? Hell yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's at Metal Pete 13.
Yep. It's on my Instagram. People still like comment on my stuff. Like,
okay.
When are you gonna make an OnlyFans? I'm like, it's in there.
You're right.
Click
That's how I
the link
found
tree.
Yep.
Click the link tree. It's there.
I'm
gotta make that money. Comedy doesn't
it.
pay enough. I need something. I needed it.
Hey, I'm just doing research on our guest. Okay.
We do all.
Hey, whatever the
research.
reason is, I don't. Whatever. Everyone do research. I guess.
Yeah. Right. Right.
I got your money. I don't give a shit what you do with that. But it was so yeah, new subscriber. There you go.
Well, thank you very much.
So yeah, like a half hour before the interview started, myself, my wife, and him were watching your porn. So
that's
it was
fun.
it was a unique experience for us.
Yeah. That's a first.
Yeah.
It was for the three of us.
I'm sure.
I can tell you that.
To be fair,
I really am bringing people together.
We haven't watched heterosexual porn together either. So
that's true. That's true. We don't sit around.
No,
but you are right. You're bringing people together. We watched and enjoyed. So everybody go out there, give it a listen, give it a watch.
Please do.
Yeah. Where is the other best place non-porn related to find you?
Metal Pete Comedy Instagram. That's where I post my dates, my clips, my music recommendations, my weightlifting if you like that. And my TikTok is also Metal Pete Comedy. So those are the best places, Instagram especially.
Nice.
Well, and I'm gonna say just watching you just talk about the band members or the bands you love.
That's awesome.
And listening to it, that's pretty cool. That's worth scrolling through your thing. And the comedy clips.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you very much. This is a blast. You are awesome. And if you find yourself in Wisconsin, you'll see us in the crowd. So
absolutely.
Yeah, I will let you know as soon as I get all that stuff locked in. I'll shoot you guys a message, let you know.
Awesome.
That'd be great
to see you there. And,
oh wait, we got to mention we have a shared sponsor. We're both back of the room teas guys too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, and you no offense to anybody else on the website, you have the best merch on the website. So I will be ordering some. They did a great job with your merch. Are you involved at all with the design, or they come up with all of the designs?
The designs on mine are all me.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, because they're very cool.
Yeah, that was a big thing for me is I take my branding and everything really seriously. Yep. So I was like, I want to sort of spearhead what it's done. So all that stuff is sort of I've had designed.
Awesome. Very cool. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, go check them out there too, because they're doing a cool thing. I like that we started to see some of the comedians and we reached out to them and said, hey, you want a podcast? And they were like, yeah, let's do it. So
hell yeah.
Yeah. So very cool.
Yeah, go to them. backoftheroomtees.com is you find great. Yeah, your stuff is cool. Our stuff is not as cool, but it's pretty cool.
It's cool. He put it on tie-dye for me. Nice. Anyway, yeah. Thank you very much. If you ever got anything you want to promote, let us know. We'd love to have you back. This was a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
All right, man. Great meeting you.
Have a good night.
Great meeting, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you for listening. The tavern is closed for now, but we'd love to have you back for more fun next time. Seriously though, get your asses out of here.